What's up? What's up, guys? We had a huge day today, largely because we had a couple wins on Better, which worked out really nicely, but tomorrow we have a big day. Huge fucking day today. I'm feeling good, but there is so much value in the market. I'm honestly a little overwhelmed. But what book do you guys want to start on? I mean, we got all sorts of value kind of starting to pop up. Again, this new sportsbook rebet, it's legal in basically every state. In these streams, I try to focus. There's so many fucking sports books. It's insane. But I try to focus on the books that are legal in, a bunch of states. So all the live stream plays you'll see tracked in the sheet in the description on YouTube. Dude, it's fucking crazy. It's literally crazy. Like FanDuel too, like the best value, I'm dead serious. Like the best value always seems to be late at night when PrizePicks, they first start to drop in Better. I mean, kind of these other books, Better actually, there seems to be better value during the day. But anyways, on PrizePicks, it always seems like the best plays are fucking late at night. When they first drop lines for an upcoming day, then the traders, the PrizePicks employees, they wake up the next morning and they bump everything that's good, or they wake up anyways. Let's see what we can find. Do people want to start out on PrizePicks? How's everyone doing? Hopefully you're all having a good night. PrizePicks, Alex. PrizePicks, let's go. So a lot of people want PrizePicks, and there's a lot of value, so I wouldn't mind some group opinions. Let's take a look at PrizePicks, though. And let's kind of see what we have here. Dude, today was crazy. I literally saw Donovan Mitchell wasn't playing. I took a nap through this game. It was actually a pretty good game. But let's get into it. So the Knicks, small favorites, minus 140. The Nuggets, minus 180. I've been saying Pacers and 6, man. Pacers and 6. I think they look good. But let's see what we got on PrizePicks. So again, my strategy, and really the strategy I think everyone should be following, is like, there's thousands of lines available on PrizePicks. I mean, it's crazy. There's limitless stuff you can bet on all these sports books. It's not just PrizePicks, man. It's not just PrizePicks. Kind of on all these sports books, like the amount of player props for every game, there's just so much stuff. So what we want to do is we want to zone in on okay, which plays actually have value, right? Which plays actually have an edge? And let's see what we kind of got popping up. So the first play we have, I mean, some of these plays are going to be, game 4 ends. Books already have odds posted for game 5. I don't even want to know what the line for game 5 is. Minus 1,353. Crazy. But, so the Cavs are cooked. But anyways, let's see what we have here. Let's start cooking. What do people think about fading Garland? Garland under 6.5 assists. So this play's obviously not until Wednesday. We got to wait a day. Obviously, if Mitchell's out, that's not going to help us. But it seems like Mitchell should be playing. I mean, sportsbooks have lines posted for him for Wednesday. So it seems like he's going to be playing in Game 5. But again, the way that PrizePicks works, if you're new to this sportsbook, is on PrizePicks, you take a player to go over or under, you get the same payout. So like any 2-pick entry, we're going to get a 3x payout. So what you want to do is you have hundreds of sports books, hundreds of data points, market data points. These books, they got really sophisticated models. They're taking a lot of bets, moving lines around. You can see off the opened, it already looks like Garland, all the books have Garland as a big favorite to go under. And obviously if Mitchell plays, which it seems like he's going to be playing, I mean, seems like a pretty good play. So let's see what we have here. And I already gave out one play on PrizePicks on Twitter, but they removed Max. They removed Mad Max. So you can see they just completely removed him. They didn't even bump him, which is pretty annoying. But regardless, this seems good. Do people like fading Garland? Also, how do people feel about Brunson assists? He has not been dishing the ball. He's been a fucking ball hog. So he hasn't gone over 4 out of the past 5 games. But it lines up from a value perspective. You can see in the market, these sportsbooks aren't fucking stupid. Every lineup change, every injury notification, where are the sharps betting? They're always moving lines around. All these books have, Jalen Brunson as a big favorite to go over 6.5 assists. People like Jalen Brunson. Another play I do like pairing it with, too, is Turner. Turner threes. So if it's a competitive game, wait, I didn't take Brunson. If it's a competitive game, you know, most likely they'll both get more minutes if the game's a blowout. Maybe some of the fourth quarter, they're both on the bench. So maybe a little bit of positive correlation, taking Brunson assists and then Turner threes. What do people think so far? We got 3 picks. Fade Garland, Turner threes, Brunson assists. And again, Donovan Mitchell's questionable. Donovan Mitchell rebounds. It's like, you know, we can kind of hold off on it. But let's see what else we have. So this play I already gave out on Twitter, but there's just a lot of value on PrizePicks right now. It's a good feeling. But let's see what else we have. So let's go to the MLB. We have Nick Pivetta, who's been, you know, I think he had, 10 strikeouts a couple games ago, but then he only had 1 the last game. Yeah, so, like, he's been a little hit or miss. But again, like, follow the data in the market. The market encompasses everything. Lineups, injuries, who's he facing? You know, he's a Red Sox pitcher. What is the Rays lineup like? Are they more likely to strike out or not strike out? All that stuff is already factored into the odds these books are putting out. And what OddsJam does, this website, OddsJam, is it just reads in all the lines from PrizePicks, all the lines from sportsbooks, and tries to point out the value in the market. But how do people feel? We got Garland assists under, then we got a baseball play, and then we got, you know, so one of these plays will have to wait till Wednesday, which is a little annoying. But regardless, we also have the WNBA starting. Bro. So we hit, we'll have to see how much WNBA value there is. Last year there was actually a lot of WNBA value. You can see not a lot of books have started to post lines, even for tomorrow player props. Obviously, you don't have as many data points. It's not as liquid of a market. Not as many, you know, there's not as many people betting on the WNBA, you know, compared to the NBA, but you can still find some decent discrepancies. So here it looks like PrizePicks is a little too low relative to the rest of the market. But maybe we skip it over and let's just go with a straight up 5-pick entry. Let's just start out the stream. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to start out the stream. Then we can move on to some new books, Underdog, Better, whatever. Obviously, it's late at night. We got Taco Tuesday tomorrow. We got Dinger Tuesday tomorrow. So there's a lot of promos. So like on FanDuel, they have this really good promo. It's a profitable promo. Dinger Tuesday. You bet on a player to hit a home run. Dude, I also got to remember, maybe I'll give out a play on Twitter. I got to remember for tomorrow. They have some good promos going on. They also have a WNBA profit boost and an NBA. Like, FanDuel runs a ton of promos. Promos are the easiest money, you know, whatever. You're going to make sports betting. But let's kind of try to get in a slip, and then we'll move over to Better. On PrizePicks, I have pretty shit betting limits, but whatever. This is the first slip we can kind of lock in, finding some early value. I promise you, probably every single one of these plays is going to be bumped or removed by the morning. How we feeling about JP Sears? Brunson under RA. Well, unfortunately, you know, not locking in Brunson. But there's the first play on PrizePicks. And again, you know, fuck, man. What was I going to say? Again, all the live stream plays are tracked in the sheet in the description on YouTube. So you can check them all out there. But let's go to Better. We also have, some decent starts. Like this play today, we're 3 for 3 to start. This was on the stream from earlier, and it's just down to a hockey play from tomorrow. Draisaitl under 1.5 points. But let's see what we have. Let's see if we can find anything on Better or maybe some of these other sports books. Dude, so this play just keeps getting better. Again, too, like the market's always moving. You can see like 42 seconds ago, Bovada ripped Pivetta's under. You know, again, like a lot of times it's like early sharp action coming in. You can see books initially posted his line at 5.5 5 hours ago. They posted odds for the upcoming day, and he's just been straight beelining towards the under. Maybe it's lineup driven, early sharp action, whatever. But so that play, anyways, fuck it, whatever. Let's just move on to Better. Let's see if we can get in a Better slip. And if you're, if you're one of those guys who loves the Knicks, you can get Knicks -1.5 for tomorrow. Knicks -1.5 for tomorrow. Or sorry, for today, I guess, depending on where you are. Well, I guess it's for everyone, it's today. But Knicks -1.5, that's probably the best line you'll find is on rebet if you want to ride the Knicks. I'm going to lay off. I'm already on the Pacers. But, rebet appears to be offering some decent value. And again, you want to find value on all your plays. But let's see if we can find anything on better. Because there was actually a play I liked. So let's go here to, the PGA. And let me just show you what I got going. Let me show you what I got going. Where is it? No, I want to go here. So let's take a look at the lines. Again, I assume PrizePicks is a little bit sharper on their PGA lines. There's some early discrepancies like FanDuel. Most of these books haven't already posted, lines for the PGA Championship. But you do have some early discrepancies between Better and PrizePicks. Again, from what I've noticed, Better always appears to be the one kind of screwing up their golf lines. PrizePicks appears to be much more accurate when they first open odds. So I'm sure as Underdog FanDuel starts to drop lines, more likely than not, we're going to see, hey, Better's the one kind of screwing this up. Because we found a discrepancy, but obviously you only have 2 books posting lines, so you shouldn't be as confident in your edge. But, fuck, man. Let's take a look. So what we can do is we can double down, and I'm trying to think. No, that's not what we wanted to do. So let's go here. This game starts, dude, only 6 MLB games tomorrow. That's not that great. But again, his line's been ripping towards the under. You could have gotten this on PrizePicks. Did they already bump this? No fucking way, man. Did they already bump this? And they already removed him. So again, another benefit of having multiple books, dude, PrizePicks has been on top of their lines. So what we can do is we can take his under, and then we have Durin to score a run. You can kind of see it here on the fantasy optimizer. If you just go to Better, all the books have his over heavily favored. But what did I want to say is Garland under assists, Mitchell under in rebounds. So if Mitchell doesn't play, Garland's line, will probably move towards the over. So maybe we only want to take one of these. But at the same time, if Mitchell does play, Garland's line will most likely move towards the under. As we kind of find out, how's Donovan Mitchell doing? I'm not sure. I didn't get a ton of information, or I haven't seen it at least, on if he's probable to play Game 5. Honestly, I didn't even know till Underdog Fantasy, Underdog NBA, the Twitter account. This is a Twitter account, by the way, I follow for injury notifications. I didn't even realize Donovan Mitchell, had a chance of not playing, but apparently he did. But what we can do is, let's just go here. So what we can do is we can lock in, maybe, we already locked in Garland assists. We got that on PrizePicks. So we can go with Mitchell under 5.5 rebounds. Sure, whatever. Maybe there's some probability he doesn't play. But you can see, that's already priced into the odds. Or if he's not completely healthy, this stuff's baked into the market. Weather, all that shit. Obviously, weather doesn't apply to the NBA, but you get the point. All the books have his under heavily favored. You can't get this line on PrizePicks, or maybe you can. Do they have Mitchell rebound? So PrizePicks has this line available as well. But fuck, man, it already logged me out. So what I need to do is I need to log back in quickly, and then we can lock in this slip on Better. And what's nice about Better is they have pretty good betting limits. I personally have had pretty good betting limits on Better. So let's see what we had here. So we had Drew Holiday under 1.5 turnovers, which is, I think it's also available on PrizePicks. And why isn't my slip coming up? Man, I hate when it does that. When it logs me out, then I got to disconnect my phone to put in my password. Anyways, here we got it. And are you fucking kidding me? Because I logged back in, it's going to get rid of all the picks. That's wonderful. But anyways, this will only take me half a second. But we do want to move quick because I do really like this play on, where is he? So we wanted his over and runs. Where is this Pavetta motherfucker? So we wanted his under 5.5 Ks. PrizePicks already bumped this. So there is kind of a speed component to sports betting because these books, they bump the good shit. And then you can kind of pick, which player you want to fade for golfers, there were a few line discrepancies. Another one is Tiger. So just like, I was going through kind of the lines early, kind of looking for discrepancies in the early golf lines, because what I've noticed is better typically, they have some good discrepancies early when they first drop lines. They'll ultimately adjust, but right now there's some, good value available. So this is what I'm going to lock in. Hopefully you can see it all. It's a 5-pick entry. And a lot of people ask me about my bet sizes. You'll notice on better I actually have some better bucks that I can work through, but they say, hey, your max entry amount is $50 if you include golf. It says that in the top. Maybe you can see it. So that's all I'm going to be able to bet. And of course, dude, why is this app so fucking janky? Some of these websites, when I got the streaming software running, they're just a little bit of a pain. But what we can do is now we got in our first better slip. So what I sometimes like to do, so this is the first play. Maybe you can see it. I locked it in for 50. But what I like to do, again, because they only have a max bet size of $50. Oh my God. So now there's more value showing up. But what we could do is you could go here. I mean, this is just me being, a little bit shitty. But I like to do it. Is what we can do is you can go to Tiger and you can play, like they tell you, hey, your max bet size is 50. But what you can do, and, I have better bucks as well. So I might as well work through these with you guys on the stream. But anyways, here you can see kind of the 5-pick entry. So you can just replace one of the early value golf discrepancies with another early value golf discrepancy, and your limits reset. So now we got kind of like, 2 picks already locked in on better. And again, like I'm a big believer, you want to follow the hot girl at the bar. And if all the value is on better compared to PrizePicks, or there's better value on PrizePicks, whatever, like that's kind of what we want to be on. Dude, so there's just a fuck ton of value on better. It's actually insane. So I already got 2 slips locked in. Anyways, I won't spend this whole stream on better, but if there is early value, I mean, kind of want to take advantage of it. So you can kind of see the same thing here. Like PrizePicks doesn't have this lineup. Underdog doesn't have the lineup. You can kind of see. But there's great value on better. Joe Ross under 2.5 earned runs. All these books have the under heavily favored. So it's like, okay, now we can go to his earned run line. And you could just play it as like another 5-pick entry. And of course, they already removed fucking one of these plays. But like these 4 picks we could go with. And now we just need to find a final pick to go with before they remove it. I'm trying to think. So maybe Mobley. I don't think that's a horrible idea, pairing Mobley and under and rebounds, which is a scary thing to fade, because if Donovan Mitchell plays, Mobley and Garland, more Garland, but will be more likely to play a little less minutes. Damn, so they're only giving me a $50 bet size again. But anyways, you could do this like all day long. It actually looks like they just limited me to a max of $50, even though So again, these books all have different betting limits, which is, kind of annoying, but regardless, what was I going to say is, it seems like a lot of the values for Wednesday, but maybe we can do another PrizePicks slip. I mean, I don't know. Let's kind of see what we got. We got Fliff. Anything on Fliff? Last night we got a tennis play on Fliff, which did end up hitting. So if we go back here, dude, tomorrow's going to be a big day. Or actually only one of our Fliff plays hit. Never mind. We did have a tennis play hit, but our late night play on, I don't even remember. I think that was from 2 live streams ago. The Jovenot Belanda. That play did not end up hitting, but, whatever. We did have a nice little tennis win on Fliff. So, anything else worth talking about? I mean, so it looks like they already bumped this Joe Ross guy. It was plus 158 or whatever, and now it's already down to plus 142. So maybe a little bit of the value goes away. But, you know, ideally use as many of these books as possible. So we got in some good better plays. Okay, cool. They ended up bumping some of the good stuff. Underdog Fantasy. Dude, we do have some value on Underdog. So we do have some value on Underdog. I think I've said this before, but like Underdog is crazy for esports. That kind of is my best sport on Underdog. So let's build a slip because we have what? We have 3 better slips I've hit. So a lot of DFS in this live stream. But anyways, PrizePicks, definitely the sharper book, smarter book for esports. Like you can see they're opening Ali's kills line at 3. What am I saying, bro? They're opening his line at 11. 11 map 1, 11 map 1. So these guys go hard. Like, this guy's a double header, and both of his lines are at 11 on PrizePicks. You look at Underdog. Where is he? And I got to go to esports only. Dude, there's so many esports games every day. That's why it's honestly, that's why it's a great sport to bet on. There's so many games, so the books have a lot of surface area to cover. So we could just fade him in both games. Again, PrizePicks definitely the sharper book. They're opening both his lines at 11. Underdog Fantasy opening his line at 13. Also, maybe if he has a bad first game, he's more likely to have a bad second game. That's not scientific, but that's just, you know, it makes sense to me. So we actually just have a lot of esports value. And again, in general, Underdog is definitely one of the softest books for esports. You want to make sure you get the times right. So this is the game at, 4 p.m. So this will be the slip I log in. Dude, this is crazy. We're fading the same guy in the same slip because he has a double header. I didn't even realize I could do that. But I guess I'm going to do it. And again, like there's thousands, so lock it in if you want to lock it in. I say it all the time. Underdog bumps things quickly, but they have thousands of esports lines up. Dude, like there's so many games every day. So typically late at night, there's a lot of discrepancies in the market, a lot of, early value that we can kind of take advantage of for the upcoming day. So like this guy's line, sure, it's not like the NBA where you have 200 sports books, 200 different betting markets, 200 different books, taking bets, kind of moving lines around. You don't have as many, but you can still see like, okay, they have his line at 15.5 here, 14 on PrizePicks, 14.5 on Hot Streak. Not only is the line 14.5 on Hot Streak, but they have the under favored or juiced. So it's like, okay, like seems like we're getting pretty good value on this play. And we're just, why can you never verify my location? But, anyways, hopefully you've had time to lock it in. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. We bet the same guy. And honestly, kind of makes sense, too. If he has a bad first game, maybe he'll be rattled and have a bad second game as well. So, Underdog, you can see in the bottom right corner. For me, I don't know how much money you can get down, but they just have a max bet size of $100, $100. But what I did want to say too is like Underdog, we're betting 100 to win 600. I know I've said this in other streams, but if you're new to Underdog or PrizePicks only gives you a 5x payout. Underdog is 6x. So, PrizePicks is kind of a ripoff. So it does depend on these different platforms, how many picks you're going with. There's some articles and YouTube videos we have about that, but that's why you'll, see me try to give out 5-pick entries on PrizePicks, whereas on Underdog, maybe, I usually do 3-pick entries. But anyways, let's see if there's any other value. Let's check out like FanDuel, Better, Rebet. Was there anything? Sleeper. So, I mean, whatever. Some decent value. And again, if you just like think about this. So did they put Duran runs back? Let's see. So if we go here, sometimes on Better I've noticed they'll like bump a line and then they'll put it back. So did they put his runs line back? No, they didn't. So they already bumped that. They just have him down at singles, which is kind of annoying. But again, that's why I love checking. That's why I love placing bets late at night. It may not make sense, but when books first post odds and the whole world is sleeping, you know, usually they're asleep at the wheel, and you can usually find some pretty good bets, you know, kind of for the upcoming day. You know, same thing like, you know, game 4 just ended. The Mavs should have won the game. They blew that. That's going to haunt them. But I'm hoping the Mavs win the series. I don't have money on the Mavs winning the series, but I'd like to see Luka. It would be cool to see Luka go far, you know. But Jalen Williams under 1.5 made threes. Books just posted lines right after the game ended 2 minutes ago, you know. 4 minutes ago. Caesars posted a line 4 minutes ago. FanDuel 4 minutes ago. So all these books are just starting to post odds. Sometimes that's when there's the best discrepancies. You know, Jalen Williams, he had a pretty slow game today. I mean, he picked up a bit in the second half, but under 1.5 made threes. FanDuel giving you plus 108, plus money. No other book is even giving you plus money, right? Like, FanDuel is the only book giving you plus money. In most of these books, like Caesars and Pinnacle is known to be a pretty, you know, sharp sports book. They all have the under favored, and you're getting plus 108. So that's kind of a no-brainer if you use FanDuel. But anyways, maybe I'll drop some of these on Twitter in a bit, but I got to shower and get some stuff done. But we got an underdog play in. We got a PrizePicks play in. I'll probably drop some more plays later tonight. I just need to shower. I smell like absolute shit. And we got 3 better plays in. So see you guys tomorrow. Taco Tuesday, Dinger Tuesday. Tons of promos on these sports books. Yep, have a great rest of your